morning, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our Future Bridge webinar, uh, uh, microbes and enzymes. We're going to talk about how microbes can be and enzymes can be better hygiene systems and cleaning systems for tomorrow. I'm Rachit. I'm part of the life sciences practice at Future Bridge, working closely with home and personal care companies as well as life sciences companies, providing them techno-commercial insights. I'm joined by my colleague Tarun Kataria for this discussion. I invite Tarun for his quick. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our Future Bridge webinar, uh, uh, microbes and enzymes. We're going to talk about how microbes can be and enzymes can be better hygiene systems and cleaning systems for tomorrow. I'm Rachit. I'm part of the life sciences practice at Future Bridge, working closely with home and personal care companies as well as life sciences companies, providing them techno-commercial insights. I'm joined by my colleague Tarun Kataria for this discussion. I invite Tarun for his quick introduction, and then I'll take you through the Future Bridge introduction and the agenda.
Hello everyone. Thanks, Rajit. So I'm Tarun Kataria, working as a senior consultant at FutureBridge. About 10 years of experience working in research and development, application development, and consulting parts, specifically in home and personal care industries. Glad to have you all on board for this webinar today, and looking forward to this discussion. Over to you, Rajit.
Thanks, Tarun. So those of you who are joining us for the first time for this webinar, let me quickly introduce who we are as an organization. So FutureBridge is a techno-commercial and consulting and advisory company. We track and advise on the future of industries, technologies, um, markets, ecosystems from 1 to 25-year perspectives for our clients. Um, and we use different frameworks, proprietary databases, etc., to answer these questions for our clients. Talking about today's agenda, we're going to answer a question which is, can microbes and bioenzymes clean better than chemicals in tomorrow's hygiene and cleaning systems? In terms of our flow of the presentation, we're going to start with looking at quickly the journey of enzymes and probiotics, then understanding their rise into the cleaning solutions and systems. We'll talk about different ingredients, product innovations, and then we'll end our discussion with some challenges and how the future looks like for the cleaning ecosystems. Before I get into the slides, I would like to remind you that you can use the chat window to post your questions and queries. If time permits, we'll be taking few of them towards the end. If not, then we'll definitely circle back via email as well. So starting with the first section, let's understand how the enzymes and probiotics have been evolving. They're definitely not new to the world. They have been always used into different applications. Just starting with some of the applications and industries, uh, they found their application uh, at the beginning in the food and nutrition space, where probiotics are very common into yogurts and fermented foods, and enzymes you will usually find into the ingredients and recipes for baking, brewing, and cheese making, etc. And this industry has pioneered the commercialization of both of these things, ingredients. Then we have beauty and personal care. You'll find various formulations on the shelf, where you will find enzyme and probiotic ingredients into the skincare products. Skin microbiome obviously have been a very widely trending topic recently, which supports the barrier function for the skin and providing various beneficial advantages as well. Industrial side, wastewater treatment is another uh, very common application for enzymes and microbes, where different type of ingredients been coming to handle the complex pollutants, and there's been significant research happening into this space, which ultimately is aimed to offer more greener energy efficient solution uh, as compared to the conventional chemical treatment of wastewater. Textile industry, again, there are various applications there as well, starting from textile recycling using enzymes and probiotics to cleaning and fabric self-cleaning or providing benefits like resistant to odor, etc. Agriculture and soil health, again, another area where you'll find various applications from microbial fertilizers to biopesticides, overall improving yield as well as reducing environmental impact as well. Then healthcare overall has various applications of probiotics and enzymes. Oral care is one just example where we are finding clinical evidence to support probiotic toothpaste, mouthwashes, and different other oral care products, which are aimed to reduce plaque, improving gum health, etc. So, in nutshell, the key message here is that uh, as an as a as a as a human, I would say, Colony, we are not new to uses of enzymes and probiotics. There are various applications that we found into different industries. But let's understand how these have evolved over a period of time by looking at just quickly the chart of evolution from both the ingredient standpoint. If I start with probiotics, so the journey began in 20th century with food and health. Then they entered into R&D, cleaning R&D into 1990s. Post that, there was establishment of strong clinical validation in 2010, where various studies being conducted by different universities, academic players. Uh, Patent filing significantly rose in that time period. Then commercial expansion happened with the launch of various probiotic cleaners, applications into hospital environments, etc. And in today's world, we have seen significant adoption from the FMCG side into post-pandemic COVID era, where microbiome supportive cleaning. There are various big brands launching probiotic cleaners, and then even we are seeing market shifts happening from B2B to B2C as well. On the other side, we have bioenzymes. So on the bioenzyme side, in 1940s, it started with detergent application at a niche level, then entry into household products. Biotech-enabled variants came in into 90s and 2000s, and different enzyme blends were created. And then to 2010 onwards, so we've seen different large-scale expansion uh, and uh, and then combination products as well, hybrid products as well. And in the current area, we have seen mainstream adoption as well. Different brands have done tie-ups with different biotech companies. Unilever and Arzenta is some of them, and then we see various products on the shelves which are combining probiotics and bioenzymes into their products. So that's a nutshell, quick overview of the evolution. Now let's look at the rise of overall probiotic and enzymatic cleaning solutions. Uh, if I have to compare historically what has been the trend, so in the traditional cleaning, if you see, the focus was more on using chemicals to get the job done, uh, overall cleaning, leaving no residue behind, but ultimately they have some harmful effects on health as well as environmental impact as well. So it's going through a shift, and we are observing that shift now where next gen cleaning is more focused on making sure that the things are getting cleaner, but at the same time not impacting environment and surface and health negatively. So adding beneficial microbiomes and enzymes to the formulation so that they can continue to work, provide deeper cleaning, long lasting, as well as safer and eco-friendly to the environment as well. And it is supported by different big brands and FMCG players as well. You will see quotes from different business leaders from different companies supporting uh, that we need to rethink about cleaning itself using these new ingredients, and there is going to be definitely uh, bigger opportunity around these uses of these ingredients into cleaning and hygiene products. Then looking at next gen cleaning in terms of let's understand a little bit science behind. So uh, on the chart in the left hand side, we are showcasing four different comparisons. So one is before cleaning, then with detergent, with added enzymes into the detergent, and then combination of detergent, enzymes, and probiotics. So if you clearly see in the first before cleaning, you'll see dirt and good bacteria, bad bacteria, biofilm as well. If you start using detergent, it wipes off the upper layer of dirt, but good bacteria, bad bacteria, biofilm still remains there. If you add enzymes to the detergent, it acts as a catalyst. It acts like a Caesar, ultimately breaking down the complex dirt and biofilm formation and reduces the overall dirt, biofilm, and provides deeper cleaning. On top of that, if you also add probiotics, which also acts as a balancer, secretion various antimicrobial proteins, and also inhibit the biofilm formulation to provide you even deeper cleaning, where you only have good bacteria, totally get rid of bad bacteria, biofilm, etc. over a period of time. Yeah. So obviously, combination of enzymes and probiotics is providing synergistic effect into cleaning and then having sustained microbial uh, colonization impact as well. So yeah, so various new formulations are combining these two ingredients, but also let's look at the other driving force why we feel this combination is going to be there and continuously grow. There are different drivers around this. One such bucket is the industrial drivers. Obviously, sustainability is on peak. Everybody's talking about it from the regulatory side, from the industry side. So there's definitely push from those factors. Green certification requirement, etc., is also pushing this agenda of adding such ingredients into the formulations, um, and then and companies trying to create differentiation by providing more science-backed formulations on the market. Uh, uh, then consumer demand, consumers are getting more and more aware about the benefits associated with microbiomes and enzymes. So they are picking up products coming with such claims from the shelves. So there is a demand from the market side as well. Performance and efficiency. Obviously, when you add these ingredients, there is a better performance of the product. Extended cleaning, as I just explained in my previous slide. So that's a dual benefit, positive for the environment and as well as improved performance and efficiency as well. Then benefits beyond cleaning. In a way, it is more friendly to the environment as well. So probiotic cleans the water bodies, supporting a healthier environment, reduce overall infections into the hospital setup. So healthcare burden is also decreasing. So ultimately, more savings for the healthcare systems as well. Now let's look at the emerging enzymes which are defining the future of cleaning. I'll invite Tarun to take us through some of the slides and talk more deeper about what type of new ingredients on both these sides are coming up and what players are doing.
Sure, Rajat. Thanks for that. So now we look at emerging enzymes that are redefining the future of cleaning. So when we think about the future of cleaning, some of the most exciting breakthroughs that are coming from specialty enzymes and probiotic innovators, what we'll be discussing now. So first we have BASF with its Lever G Pro line. So specifically talking about the Levergy, so if we talk about Pro 114LS, this is basically a liquid protease that does away with boron-based stabilization. That's a big step indeed, because boron in itself is getting restricted over a period of time, and instead it uses an alternative acids and polyols to basically stabilize these enzymes under tougher conditions as well. Uh, it also helps providing low wash temperatures and very good stain removals, even at temperatures below 15 degrees centigrade, uh, and also provides long-lasting enzyme stability. For detergent manufacturers, this means confidence that the product performs throughout the shelf life, and also from the consumer's perspective, if you think, it means both energy and energy savings as well as reliable cleaning, so to speak. Alongside that, BSF also has Lavergy M ACE 100L line, which is a mayonnaise solution that again pushes cold and quick wash cycles forward, along with proven stability and biodegradability, giving the consumers convenience while also lowering the carbon footprint at the same time. Next, we focus on Novonesis. This is again pushing the boundaries with both the ranges of enzymes and probiotics. So, talking about Everest next enzyme grade, so that's specifically targeting the extracellular DNA here. That's basically a major leap for medical cleaning specifically, which helps in tackling residues that other detergents basically struggle to do that. And then there's Intesa Core 220L, that's a specific range for hand dishwash, which is a multi-enzyme blend that is engineered to stay stable even in water-rich formulations and in presence of strong chelators. So that basically brings real-world performance benefits that are, basically on layered soils like pasta and cheese. With these technologies, trying to stop these enzymes from degrading each other while at storage. Now, on the probiotic side, Novonesis offers microvia bacilli based cleaners. So this is not only cleaning the visible dirt, but also helps in working throughout for about 7 days on different surfaces, and also helps in producing 70 different types of enzymes that help tackling the hidden grime and also rebalance the microbiome of the home. So in nutshell, that's kind of a long lasting action that something a traditional chemistry couldn't basically achieve. Another key player, DuPont, which adds to the mix with Optimase. Now, specifically talking about Optimase, this portfolio is designed for medical instrument cleaning again, where stability and safety are highly critical. The standout is Optimase PR300L. This is a protease range with an engineered stability that basically reduces the need of added stabilizers to it. So this not only improves the performance but also cuts the costs and formulation complexity. Next, talking about Probiotic 100. This is basically a new probiotic offering by Croda. So it's a powder blend of Bacillus spores that is 100% bio-based and eco-certified as well. Now, this is specifically designed for odor control and surface cleaning. It also represents a sustainable, transport-efficient alternative that can slot into multiple cleaning applications with just one product. Finally, we'll also talk about Hike Synbio, which is taking this further with symbiotic blends, which is combining probiotics and prebiotics. The probiotics will basically break down the soils, and prebiotic sugars will act as food to amplify their effect over a period of time. The result is a system that keeps cleaning and suppressing pathogens well after, even after the application. And most importantly, Hike has secured patents around this approach, which signals both novelty and commercial readiness of this. So, what's in it for the FMCG players here, the big brands? These innovations are not only presenting an upgrade in the product performance, but also adding on to the energy efficiency gains, cost advantages, and faster market differentiations. So let's now talk about some of the industry moves that are happening, around, both for the FMCG leaders and also the startups who are commercializing the enzyme and probiotic-based innovations. So if you look at the left side, wherein we are talking about the FMCG leaders like Unilever and Reckitt. So Unilever is basically a pioneer here with its brand like Sif. They are introducing 100% natural, friendly bacteria as a part of their cleaning promise. The idea is not just about hygiene, but about transforming the home cleaning through bioscience. Their products are also positioned to keep surfaces actively clean for up to 3 days. When you talk about Reckitt, and specifically about the VO brand, it is using Bacillus probiotics here. It helps in delivering the microscopic deep cleanliness. These solutions not only just focus on clean visible dirt, but also reach into the cracks, crevices, and gaps, which continue to work along after, even after the initial application. Again, it has a prolonged extended cleaning up to 3 days. That's a USP of this product as well. Now, on the right side, if you look at some of the startup innovators, a startup like BBA Ecotech H Probios. So this has a H Probios range. It basically includes probiotic based detergents that degrade organic residues in drains and even contribute to natural water treatment processes. It penetrates deep into the porous areas like tile joints, mold hotspots, where traditional detergents eventually fail. And what's even more impressive is that the action continues even after cleaning. Once it enters the wastewater, it also keeps on degrading the organic buildup in the wastewater and also helps in removing the odors while also contributing to natural wastewater treatment process in the drainage systems. uh, Another similar startup which is quite disruptive is Ava. This was developed by Andia and Fahrenheit DDB. It's basically reimagining laundry care, with just a detergent bar that not only clean clothes but also helps in cleaning rivers.
Yeah. So maybe I want to chime in here.
Yeah,
This is very interesting example. Even I was reading about this one, Eva one. So just to give little more context behind this. So this is a probiotic laundry detergent, and if you look at the positioning, this was specifically designed for those communities and household who prefer as a habit to wash clothes into the rivers or other water bodies. Yeah? So that practice ultimately leads to contributing to the water pollution, right? Because chemicals are going into the river flow, etc. So 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 this company started identifying a solution that can address this at the same time, providing a better cleaning solution as well. So this bar, the soap bar that you see, releases the beneficial microbiomes into the water body, uh, which can ultimately consume pollutants like nitrates, nitrites, and ammonia present into the water body. So it ultimately releases those positive microbiomes into the riverbed and ultimately decontaminate the overall water ecosystem. And what is also very interesting about this formula is that the company decided to keep this innovation open source, and they've shared it with governments, NGOs, organizations, and other manufacturers so that they can scale the impact of this innovation and making clean laundry and clean rivers more of a reality as well. So yeah, so that's what a little background I wanted to share around this example. But yeah, please continue, Tarun. Sorry for
sure.
interrupting.
No worries. Thanks, Rachit. Yeah. So next we'll talk about ingenious probiotics. Now this is going beyond the water body cleaning and surface cleanings. Now they are targeting the specific pet care area as well. So they are delivering products that restore microbial balance and also keep the surfaces microscopically clean for up to 72 hours. They are vegan, cruelty free, and water safe. And then we are also seeing circular economy approaches as well from some of the startups like Sitpeels. So this is developing a bioenzyme based cleaner from waste citrus peels, which also embodies values of sustainability, innovation, and affordability. So whether it's big FMCG players bringing credibility and scale, or startups experimenting with new formats and eco-friendly storytelling, one thing is quite clear, that market is moving fast, and both the ends of the spectrum are driving us towards a future where probiotics and enzymes are not just niche innovations but becoming mainstream applications and cleaning solutions. Now, it's not only limited to some of the FMCG players, but we'll also talk about what the academia is, doing here, and what are the new innovations that they are bringing in here. So we'll talk about the quorum quenching enzymes, which is being studied by University of Minnesota, wherein the scientists engineered some of the enzymes that basically block the signals of signals bacteria, basically using to communicate and form biofilms. Now think like jamming the walkie talkies of a construction crew. Without communication, these bacteria can't even coordinate to build the biocorrosive layers. Now what's remarkable here is that these enzymes are so stable that they can be mixed into paints, making them feasible for anti-biofouling coatings in seaports, and also potentially cleaning surfaces where biofilms are a persistent problem. Second, we talk about the probiotic bio-based cleaners for water purification membranes. Now, biofouling in RO membranes is quite a huge challenge. Harsh chemical cleaning would damage the membranes, while mild cleaning really doesn't work here. Now, researchers, what they are doing is they are turning to probiotics that are naturally secreting nitric oxides. This is basically a molecule that disrupts the bacterial biofilm signals. The idea is to coat the membranes with probiotics that keep them biofilm free, uh, extending their life and reducing the chemical usage as well. Now, uh, and this concept could easily translate into home cleaning sprays and different types of solutions as well. Imagine a kitchen or a bathroom cleaner that doesn't remove the grime but actually prevent the biofilms from forming itself in the first place. Uh, Third, we talk about novel microbial combinations. So, soil studies have identified strains of Bacillus and Aeromonas that produce biosurfactants and enzymes. When combined, their cleaning efficacy reached about 82% on the dirty tiles, higher than even synthetic surfactants like an SDS. Now, this suggests that microbial cocktails could form the basis of new biodegradable cleaners that even outperform today's chemical ones. Finally, talking about the probiotics that are combined with biophages in hospitals. Now, probiotic-based sanitization basically reduces the pathogens, but really works very slow. Bacteriophages, on the other hand, act fast, but they lack long-term stability. Researchers tested these two in hospital bathrooms. They combined both these two, and the results were quite striking. About 97% greater reduction in staphylococcus contamination compared to probiotics alone. Now, this hybrid strategy could become a powerful tool against the hospital acquired infections and other antimicrobial resistance. So this shift basically points towards a future that is redefining the cleaning as microbial management rather than just dirt removal, and is quite sustainable, so to speak. It's quite targeted and an effective one as well. Now let's talk about some of the success stories. Since we have already covered what academia, big players, and startups are doing, we'll now focus on some of the promising probiotic and bioenzymatic cleaning promising solutions that we have available in today's world. So let's talk about some of the examples here that would provide tangible performance, sustainability and business impact as well. First, we'll focus on enzymes in action with Universe Sunlight. So this particular brand has, long promised to make dishwashing easier, but in its newest formulation in Thailand, it's basically taking it to a next level by incorporating bioenzymes, naturally derived proteins that basically break down encrusted food 10 times faster than before. Sunlight is not only more effective for consumers, but also it is providing sustainable solution. Combined with plant-based surfactants, the formula is now even 99% degradable, 79% renewable, and is helping cut about 5 to 6,000 metric tons of petrochemicals. That is equivalent to 133 Boeing aircrafts. So you can imagine the impact of this particular innovation. Second being probiotics that are driving the business growth in janitorial services. So Solunet, this is basically a Canadian company that manages cleaning for senior residences with hundreds of residents and complex facilities. Odor management was basically a major challenge here, and until they adopted Pole Bioenzyme, this is basically a probiotic solution from Polnet. Not only did it solve the persistent odor problems, it also helped the company differentiate its services, grow its business in just about 2 years. This is a great example of how bio-based solutions don't just deliver cleaner spaces; they also create commercial advantage over consumer loyalty. The third, we'll talk about enzymes for sustainable laundry in France, SLI. So this is a commercial laundry service that faced some of the stricter regulations on wastewater quality. With support from Christians, they implemented the EPIC enzymatic detergency system that provided multifold benefits.
Yeah. So maybe I can add little context here as
Sure.
well, Tarun, if you allow me. So, as you are highlighting this also success story where this commercial laundry was facing challenges because of the regulations. So, if you look at France, they allow maximum concentration of CAD to be 2000 milligram O2 per liter, right? So obviously SLI was not meeting these requirements, and so the option was either to shut down or start looking for some solution to address this concern. So they started adopting this Epic detergent, where they were able to significantly reduce the surfactant use. So COD levels significantly came down and came within the threshold values of the regulations, and also this shift helped the SLI laundry service to also save 6,000 cubic meters of water every year, right? So and the added advantage for the consumers were that this ultimately improved their linen quality as well by using this detergent. So the the key message I want to highlight here is such innovations are not only just allowing you to be more cleaner, but also cutting down costs, meeting regulations, and providing multifold benefits to the consumers as well. Yeah. So that's the additional context I wanted to highlight around this success story. Yeah, thanks, Tarun. Please continue.
Absolutely, Rajat. Thanks for that. Great insights. So now, finally, focusing on probiotics going mainstream in healthcare as well. The Robert Koch Institute in Germany. So this is basically a global authority in hospital hygiene. They recently updated their guidelines for the first time since 2004. They included probiotic cleaning as an official recommendation. The reason being, many studies are showing probiotics, basically reducing the hospital-acquired infections by up to 50%. And they cut the antimicrobial resistant genes by up to 99% and lower the antibiotic usage and related costs by about 75%. Now, this is a huge, paradigm shift from short-lived disinfection to long-term microbiome friendly protection. It's quite a impactful success story. The message here on this particular slide is quite clear that future of cleaning isn't just about chemicals. It's biological, using enzymes and probiotics, and which would also provide sustainable future ahead. Now, very quickly, I'll just want you to focus on the market shift that's happening here. The cleaning industry is shifting, towards the probiotic and bioenzymatic solutions that are basically driven by the biotech innovations, FMCG partnerships, and growing consumer demands for safe and sustainable products. Markets are expanding quite fast here. Microbial cleansers that are projected to hit 8 billions by 2030. Similarly, enzymatic cleaners doubling by 2038. So, in the near term, these solutions will complement the chemicals in premium and eco-conscious segments. Whereas with the long term, they also have the potential to replace them. Now, moving on to the aspect of challenges that are associated with bioenzymes and probiotic cleaning solutions. Uh, we'd like to focus on the four major challenges here. One being consumer perceptions. Consumers, still perceive that cleaning happens only when there's smell of chemicals, and then the instant kill effect of the disinfectants. But the idea of cleaning with bacteria or enzymes can feel counterintuitive in this particular case, and skepticism and limited awareness remain the barriers which are still have some time to be overcome. Then we also need to highlight the regulatory gaps here, because regulations haven't fully caught up with this innovation. Microbes are still often classified as non-hazardous, but then strain approvals can be slower, and then lack of global standards. For example, the GMO certifications create a lot of trade barriers. This could potentially slow down the scale up of these innovations. Some of the technical challenges pertaining to how do we formulate these. These products need to be highly stable, fast acting, and robust in wide range of environmental conditions. That means R&D is still heavily invested in improving speed, shelf life, and compatibility with existing cleaning systems. Then the potential negative impacts. Of course, we cannot ignore the potential risks that are associated. There are concerns around microbial resistance and unintended ecological shifts. While probiotics are generally safe, introducing them at a larger scale in cleaning products requires careful monitoring and also safeguards. Finally, let's look at some of the interesting potential, possible innovations in the time to come. So here we talk about the next frontier innovations in probiotic and enzymatic cleaning. So the first one, which I call, is probiotic architecture. Just as we talk about the gut microbiome for human beings, we may soon curate indoor microbiomes as well. Imagine the wall paints and coatings or HVAC filters that are seeded with beneficial bacteria that basically suppress the harmful microbes, reduce allergens, and even improve air quality. Instead of cleaning being a reactive process, it becomes a continuous proactive way to create healthier living spaces. The second aspect is hyper personalized cleaning. Today most of the cleaning products are designed to be universal, but homes are quite different. Water hardness, stains, surfaces, and even microbial environment vary quite widely. Now, with advances in AI, we can picture a future where consumers design the cleaning blends customized for their homes. AI could match the right microbes and enzymes to each household. For example, a pet owner, might get a blend of targeting dander and odors, while other homes which face the problems of hard water can get a formulation that prevents the scale-up building. The next innovation that we focus is CRISPR engineered probiotics. Instead of using natural stains as they are, synthetic biology lets us enhance them with multiple functions. Now imagine a probiotic that not only survives on surfaces but also produces its own surfactants and enzymes. It becomes essentially a living cleaning factory, so which would break down the grease, proteins, and biofilms, and also keep the surfaces clean for longer duration, even days. And then finally, talking about the smart self-cleaning surfaces, material science has already given us super hydrophobic and omniphobic coatings that repel water and oil. Now imagine merging these with probiotics and enzymes. The result is a hybrid surface that not only resists dirt but also actively degrades organic matter, suppresses harmful microbes, and also imagine a countertop or a bathroom tile that could literally clean itself, reducing any manual efforts, saving water, chemicals, and maintaining hygiene continuously. So, in nutshell, the future of cleaning would be living smart, personalized, hyper personalized, so to speak, and not just inspired by nature but actively working with it. So, with that, we come to the end of the webinar, and I'll invite the questions from the audience. I know we are beyond time, but yeah, we do have some questions popping up in the chat.
Yeah, thanks, Tarun. Thanks for sharing the perspectives and talking about some of the innovations. The area definitely looks exciting. Obviously, there are challenges, as so for any new emerging area, but the research frontiers looks very strong, and the good part is that there is a strong pull from the consumer side as well because of the sustainability perspective and skin friendly, uh, health friendly, etc. claims. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for sharing it, and then thanks everyone for joining us for this discussion. There's many questions into the chat window. We are already running over time, so maybe I'll take one of them, and then for rest of them, we are going to follow up via email as well. So maybe Tarun, I can read out the question and would like to hear your thoughts around it.
Sure.
So uh, the question is, what's your perspective on super probiotics or the engineered strains? So what do you have to say, Tarun, around that?
Yeah. So quite an interesting question. This is basically an emerging concern around super probiotics and engineered strains. While engineered strains could be designed for enhanced cleaning performance, the industry must basically take a precautionary approach, ensuring that there is I would say rigorous safety assessments. Then there should be regulatory oversight, uh, and even some long-term ecological studies before introducing them into the real-world environments. Now, most probiotic cleaning companies today, they basically rely on I would say well studied naturally occurring microbes, precisely because their safety profiles are proven already. But if engineers trains are being considered in the future, then in my opinion, they should only be deployed with strong evidence that they do not disrupt any of the microbiomes that could be beneficial either for the surfaces, for the skin, or the overall hygiene, and they should not basically create any unintended risks.
Great. Thanks, Tarun, for sharing your perspective. Looks like a very interesting area and some food for thought to go back and read more about super probiotics as well. Uh, but yeah, thanks for asking this question as well. And thanks everyone for taking out time to attend our uh, webinar today. And then looking forward to see you again in our next one as well. But till then, thank you so much. Good evening, good night, everyone. Thank you. Thanks, Tarun.
Thank you. Thank you all.